The US administration has awarded a fresh contract to Raytheon Missiles, under which the company will be manufacturing only 160 km range AIM-120C5 and 200 km range AIM-120D3 missiles, and effectively discontinue production of the older models like AIM-120C5, that could come as big jolt to the Pakistani F-16. To mitigate the issue, Pakistan has now started talks with Turkey to procure Bozdog and short-range infrared homing missile, and Gokdog and beyond visual range active radar homing missiles, and they are both lower in performance to the older AIM-120C5. The Indian Air Force is set to retire its Srinagar-based MiG-21 squadron known as the Saudams by end of this month, that Wing Commander Rabi Nandan was a part of, when he had downed an intruding Pakistani F-16 fighter jet in February 2019. After the retiring of the Saudams, the remaining 3 squadrons of MiG-21 will also be phased out by 2025. The Indian Air Force has released the acceptance of necessity details for the wet lease of flight refueller aircraft. The document mentions that the Air Force will lease 1 refueller, and the period of lease will be 3 years, and the maintenance and insurance of the aircraft will be undertaken by the lessor and not by the Indian Air Force. There is also an option clause, so that the lease can be extended by 3 more years if required. The Zorawar light tank program is on track, and the DRDO and L&T will roll out the prototype by end of 2023. The Indian Army has an initial requirement for 350 light tanks, but orders might be around 700 units after evaluation trials are completed. L&T's Senior Executive Vice President has said that while Larsen & Toubro is a partner in the development program, but L&T is not assured of a role in the tank's production phase, as under the Indian procurement process, orders cannot be placed for development and production in one contract. Jatayu Unmanned Systems has conducted successful field trials of its indigenously manufactured Jatayu AIM-X combat unmanned aerial vehicle in collaboration with the Indian Armed Forces, during which a standard issue rifle mounted on the UAV platform was tested, and it obtained an accuracy of 93% on target. It is operated from a ground control station, and can also be operated remotely through satellite. The DRDO is developing a mini electronic warfare system for UAVs, and this lightweight mini EW system will comprise both electronic intelligence and communications intelligence segments that will be integrated on a tethered drone for enhancing EW surveillance capability on board ships, and will provide early detection capabilities with enhanced range. India and Egypt have signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Enhanced Defence Partnership that will pave the way for enhancing defence cooperation across all sectors of mutual interest. India and Egypt have also agreed to enhance conduct of joint exercises, joint manufacturing of military hardware, as well as maintenance, as tanks, artillery and rifles are all of common Russian origin in both nations. The defense ministers of both the countries discussed specific proposals, including the production of Tejas aircraft and light combat helicopter in Egypt. 6 more J-10C fighter jets have arrived in Pakistan, indicating that China has delivered the second batch, after which Pakistan's J-10 fleet has now increased to 12. Pakistan had ordered a complete squadron of 25 Chinese J-10C fighter jets, as it believes that it will counter the 36 Rafale fighter jets of the Indian Air Force.
Omar dropped it.